Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well today, and welcome back to another Motivational Monday. So by the title, I'm sure you guys can see this video is all about why I hate dieting. So why I actually hate diets. I haven't actually dieted since about 2015. Around that time was when I was still sort of on the diet train. So guys, a little bit of background knowledge on me and my story with diets. So I think from obviously childhood to about 15, I was quite a slim girl. I never really had much weight on me. I wouldn't say I was very skinny, but I was definitely slim. And I was very active, you know. I didn't really play sports, but I was really active in a sense, you know, going out with friends, you know, running around the playground at school as you do. And then obviously when I went to secondary school, high school for you guys in America, I used to walk to and from school, which is about like a 20-minute, 30-minute walk home. I used to get like money for my bus pass, but I used to just spend it on food. I used to spend it on food and then walk home. If my best friend is watching this, Shanice, you know who you are. Like, we used to just like spend our bus fare on like, I think it was like chicken and chips, like we used to buy after school, and then just walk all the way home. But we didn't really mind because we were together, you know, it was having fun. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But anywho, yeah, so to about like 13, 14, I was very, very slim. And then unfortunately, I was bullied at school. If you guys want me to do video on like bullying and things like that, then I can go into that. I started off in a mainstream school and then went on to a boarding school. So at my boarding school, I ate a lot of carbohydrates, guys. A lot of carbohydrates, breads, pastas, potatoes. I mean, we used to have 3 meals a day plus supper. And a lot of it was just carbohydrates, guys, a lot of it. And I think that is how I put on weight. We did have obviously physical activity subject that obviously we had to take part in, but I feel like that is all the physical activity that I ended up doing in the end. It was mainly just that, and then, you know, just walking around from one lesson to another lesson during the day. And I think that's when I started to put on weight. And not only that, obviously I was becoming a teenager, I was getting more hormones from my body, you know, breast, everything started to develop. So I was going through a bad stage where I was bullied, and I didn't really like going to boarding school. So I think I got myself into a bit of trouble at school, and there was times where I was at home and not going to school, and I would just use that time to diet, and I would starve myself, guys. I don't advocate any sort of fad, you know, extreme dieting, so please, this is not a diet disclaimer. Don't follow anything I'm gonna tell you now. I'm just giving you a background story of like what I went through. So I used to starve myself, like the diets that I would do, like I would just drink tea all day and, you know, maybe buy like a packet of sweets, like, you know, like hula hoops. Are they called hula hoops? Polos, that's it, polos. I don't know if you guys have them in America or whatever, but I used to buy a packet of polos and then have like half of those packet of polos throughout the day to like bring my sugar level up when I feel a bit like faint. And then I would just drink tea throughout the day. Like I said, disclaimer, do not follow. It's very dangerous, not good. I mean, I lost a lot of weight, but like my weight always would fluctuate. So when I would stop doing that, I would put back on weight again. When I left school, it was the same thing again. My weight was up and down and up and down and up and down. There were times where it was sort of stabilized. You guys know what I mean. Stabilized for like maybe 6 months or a year sometimes. But then I would put on weight again. You know, I took like Chinese teas. Guys, I really messed up my bowels by taking like herbal teas that make you go to the toilet. I used to really abuse what are these things called, laxatives. I used to really abuse laxatives, so my bowels became very, very lazy. So I was constipated, sorry TMI, constipated a lot of the time. So I was doing a lot of damage to my health in all of the name of trying to be skinny, because when I was at school, being curvy, being plus size, being big was just seen as you're just a fat slob. You're not anything beautiful, you're not admired, no one's gonna like you, no one's gonna fancy you, and none of the boys wanna none of the boys would say, oh, I fancy her because she's, you know, she's big. My big bum was seen as just fat. So I was striving to be skinny. Even when I left school, I still had that perception that I need to be slim, you know, having my belly that is kind of rolled over, like it's hanging on my knickers. It's ugly, it's unattractive, it's not sexy, you know. Not having a flat stomach when I wear a dress is not, it's not sexy. So I always had that perception of just not thinking that plus size didn't really even exist, you know, back then. Just having that perception of just being bigger was just not in fashion. It just wasn't good, it wasn't healthy, it just wasn't right. So fast forward now, 2015 I would say. So fast forward to 2015, I can say that I sort of did do a few diets here and there, like Weight Watchers, but they were always sort of you know, healthy diets, if that makes sense. I stopped doing fad diets, I stopped doing like starvation diets, I stopped taking laxatives. I just started concentrating on normal diets, if that makes sense, guys. And then eventually I don't know what clicked in my brain, guys, but something clicked in my brain and I said, you know what, I am so miserable. I'm counting calories, I'm counting points, I'm counting grams and meals, and I mean tablespoons. If I want to squirt a bit of ketchup on my food, I've got to count that, how much that is. If I want a bit of mayonnaise, I've got to count that. If I want a bit of butter on my toast, I've got to count that. I am miserable. I was studying then as well, and I was just so miserable, guys. And obviously here in the UK, we've got more colder months than we do have warmer months. So you want your hearty, nice, warm, filling meals, not to have a bloody salad. Like, you know, I don't mind vegetables, I don't mind them at all, but cold things in the winter was just, you know, doing like shake diets where you would just have like 2 shakes a day and 1 meal. Guys, I couldn't live that lifestyle anymore. It was becoming miserable, and I had to start looking at myself and saying to myself, why am I doing this? Why am I actually dieting, and what am I trying to achieve? So that was the sort of, that is a bit of a background story on why I hate diets and why I stopped dieting, guys. So this day, I used to be so obsessed with weighing myself. I would weigh myself literally maybe every single week, sometimes 3 times a week. Guys, I don't even know where my scales are, like seriously. I don't weigh myself. I don't have any clue of how much I weigh. You know, according to government guidelines, I know I probably am overweight, but I'm healthy. I'm healthy and I'm happy, guys. I know I need to make healthy choices, and I do make healthy choices, but I'm not obsessed with my weight. Thank God I didn't let my past develop into a eating disorder. And if you do have an eating disorder and you're watching it, please get some help, because it's not healthy and it's not right. Like, we are all beautiful. We're beautiful women and men. Anyway, so yeah, that is my background story, and today I don't diet. I do not diet at all, and I'm happy. Like I said, I'm very, very happy. So that was my background story on why I don't diet, why I hate diets, and how, you know, I am plus size, sexy and confident. I'm not perfect, but guys, I'm getting there, and I want to empower you guys so that we could all get there together, and we could all strive, all thrive. So let's do this together. So the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about regarding dieting is, why are you dieting? Just ask yourself that question. Why am I on a diet? Is it because you have a health condition and your doctor says you need to lose weight because, you know, it's not right, and, you know, you're gonna shorten your life, you're gonna have severe health conditions? So why are you dieting? Is it because someone is saying you got a fupa? Is it because everyone where you work or everyone when you go to school, people are looking at you and they are slim and you're bigger? So figure out to yourself, why are you dieting? If it's not for you and it's not for a health condition, stop what you're doing, put the scales down and step away. Step away. You need to make sure that every single goal for you dieting is for your own good, it's for your sake, no one else's, only yours. So that's the first thing that I want to say, is that you need to think about why you're dieting. If you can't even think of a reason, guys, stop for now and think about and reevaluate why you think you need to diet, and then if you do need to start the diet again, start again. So the next thing I had, I do have some notes down here because I always sort of write notes, guys, just to help me not forget things. But everything that I talk about in my videos is truly from my heart and from experience. And yeah, I just want the best for every plus size woman out there. Even if you're not plus size, I just want the best for everybody. I know that sounds a bit cheesy, but I want us all to thrive. You don't necessarily have to be plus size to have you know, image problems or have a bad perception of yourself. So this is all from my heart, but I do write notes. Okay, so the next thing was sort of intertwined with the first point that I made. Who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it, who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for your boyfriend, your husband, your children? Who are you doing it for? If it is that you are severely overweight and you know you have to lose weight because you feel unhealthy, or you've been told you've had a health condition and you're doing it for your children, then so be it. You know, because you want to be around to see them grow and stuff, that's different. But if you're doing it for someone else because they can't accept the way you are, forget them. With everything, sort of those 2 points that I've just made put together, and you've figured out why you're dieting, if you need to diet at all, what will happen when you lose this weight? What will happen when you reach your goals? If your goal is to lose even 5 pounds, if your goal is to lose 2 stones, what's going to happen when you lose this weight? What's going to happen? And that, guys, that is one of the biggest questions I ask myself. And I remember many of times I got down to a very, very, very low weight, and I can't say I was that much more happier than what I am now. I would say, if anything, I'm more happy now. The only thing that I was enjoying was the fact that clothes and other garments were more accessible to me because I was in a straight size. But apart from that, there was nothing, no difference to my life. If anything, I was more miserable because I was constantly thinking about, oh my god, if I eat this burger, am I going to put on 3 pounds? If I eat these chips, it's, you know, am I going to... It was so much psychological games that my brain was playing with me. So I can say that I was not as happy as what I am now. So back to you guys. What will happen when you lose this weight? How are you going to feel? What is going to change in your life? If you can really honestly answer these questions, and that question is gonna, the answer to that question is gonna be something that is realistic, something that is beneficial, then keep moving forward, keep pushing to your goals. If it's not, then you really need to evaluate what you're doing. But don't do it because it's something that you're bored, or you think that it looks good, or to please someone else. Because if it's to please a partner, best believe that person can walk out your life at any time, and then what's gonna happen? So do it for you. I think the ultimate thing that I have to say today is do it for you. So guys, I think the last thing that I've got to touch on is to know your worth. Know your worth. Know that you are valuable. You are beautiful. You are valued. You are valued to someone out there, whether it's your mum, whether it's your dad, whether it's your husband to be, whether it's your wife to be, whether it's, you know, that friend that is waiting to come into your life. Know that you are valuable, and you are valuable to yourself. Even if you're not valuable to anyone else, you are valuable to yourself. You make a difference in this world. You are valuable. So know this and love yourself the way you are. Guys, I know it can be easier said than done, but begin to love yourself. Even if you do want to lose weight, just love yourself the way you are now, so that when you lose that weight, you continue to love yourself. Because I can guarantee you, I've been there and done it. I've lost all the weight, and then the love just doesn't just come automatically. It doesn't come automatically. So begin to love yourself now. Buy clothes that fit you. Forget about what size they are. Buy clothes that fit you. Feel good about yourself. Pamper yourself. I talk about this in so many of my other videos. Pamper yourself. Look after yourself. You only get one you. You only get one you. So pamper yourself. Make yourself feel good. And guys, even if you are dieting, please do not be hard on yourself. If you want to have a bit of cake today, have a bit of cake. If you want to have a burger, have a burger. I mean, obviously you've got goals to reach, but don't be hard on yourself, because life is too short and you are beautiful. We are all beautiful, and I want us all to strive together. This channel is all about body positivity, and I mean that when I say that. This is about empowerment, guys. Yes, positivity comes intertwined. I want us to be empowered, and when we have empowerment, we can strive. Guys, we need to empower each other, lift up each other, and grow together, and that's what I want. So I think that's it for this video, because I've touched on every subject that I feel is really dear to me, and that I feel would resonate with, is that even the right word? Resonate? You know, you guys know what I mean. Would be relevant to you guys. So yeah, so make sure you look after yourself, guys. Like I said, if anyone is watching this and you have an eating disorder, or you feel like you maybe develop an eating disorder, please go and seek some help. You know, there's so many like online websites you can go to. There's really sorry for my sinuses, they are terrible. Yeah. Hay fever, I'm just waiting for the season to be over. But yeah, just seek help, because it's very important, guys. And like I said, you are worth it, you are beautiful, and you do make a difference, and you are valuable. So just always remember that, and always remember I love you, and I am here for you guys. If you want to send me an email, it is mainly for business only, the email address that I leave down in the description box, but it's an open book if you guys want to ask me any questions, or you just want to have a chat. It's open book. That comes to the end of this video. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you always be notified every time I upload videos, and I will see you soon, guys.